Why does revenge feel so good in the moment and so empty 5 minutes later? By the end of this video, you will know why your brain is addicted to payback and why it never delivers what it promises. Let us start with what happens inside your brain when someone wrongs you. The moment you feel betrayed, your anterior cingulate cortex fires up. This region detects unfairness and sends an alarm signal to your whole system. Something is wrong and it needs to be corrected. Your brain demands a response. It automatically starts planning what you should do about it. And the planning phase is where most of the damage happens, because your brain gets stuck in a loop of imagining scenarios and outcomes. Here is where it gets interesting. MRI scans showed something surprising. When people plan revenge, their dorsal striatum lights up. That is the reward center. The exact same region that activates when you eat chocolate or win money. Revenge planning uses the same reward circuitry as drugs and gambling. Dopamine floods your system when you fantasize about getting even. The anticipation of revenge is chemically identical to the anticipation of pleasure. Your brain cannot tell the difference between planning a vacation and planning payback. This is why people say revenge is sweet. The planning genuinely feels amazing. But the sweetness is an illusion. It only exists in the anticipation phase. But here is the thing. It is a trap. And researchers at Harvard recently explained exactly why it backfires. A Harvard study found that revenge operates on the same cycle as addiction. The dopamine spike from planning feels incredible. But when you actually carry it out, the satisfaction is shockingly brief. Then comes the crash. You expected closure, but instead you get rumination. Your brain replaying the original hurt over and over, worse than before. The revenge did not close the loop. It opened a bigger one. Researchers ran an experiment. People played a game where they could punish unfair partners. The people who punished reported feeling significantly worse than people who moved on. This is called the rumination trap. You think about the event more, not less. Every retaliation is a fresh reminder. You made the wound bigger by responding. And the people who did not get revenge, they moved on faster. Nothing new to ruminate about. Doing nothing was the better strategy. The less you engage with the conflict, the faster your brain lets it go. Your brain is built to move on from pain. Revenge interrupts that natural process. So why does your brain keep pushing you toward revenge? The answer is evolution. For thousands of years, revenge was a deterrent. Retaliation kept your tribe safe. It was a survival mechanism, not a happiness mechanism. Your brain was built to keep you alive, not to keep you content. But the modern world does not work like a tribal society. Getting even with a coworker does not protect your territory. It just keeps you angry. Social media makes this worse. Online revenge fantasies get more dopamine hits than ever. Public call-outs and viral takedowns feel righteous. But the crash still comes. Not exactly, though. Here is the nuance. Some researchers say proportional revenge can restore your sense of control. Standing up for yourself is different from scorched earth. The problem is when revenge escalates. That is when the rumination trap opens. Studies on forgiveness show something counterintuitive. People who forgive experience lower blood pressure and less anxiety. Not because the other person deserved it, but because revenge is physiologically exhausting. Cortisol stays elevated. The grudge slowly wears your body down. Forgiveness is not about being the bigger person. It is about freeing yourself. When you forgive, your brain stops allocating resources to the threat. The alarm turns off. So next time your brain screams for payback, remember, that craving is dopamine, not justice. The strongest move might be the one your brain resists the most. Letting it go. Have you gotten revenge and regretted it? Drop your story in the comments.